What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Steven Ostentoski here, Amazing Brew, bringing you the final Michigan basketball highlights video of the season. Obviously not how we wanted it to end. Michigan loses to UCLA in the Elite Eight, 51-49. Lots to talk about in this one. Wanted to thank you guys for the love on the last video. I set a goal of like 200 likes, and you guys absolutely destroyed that. It got over 500. I think it's close to 10,000 views now, so I appreciate all you guys. I'll get more to that at the end of this video. Want to point out here, yes, I'm going to be pointing out a lot of questionable calls in this one. Michigan did not get a favorable whistle in this one. UCLA won the game, right? Michigan had tons of opportunities to win the game. They simply didn't, okay? So despite me pointing out a lot of these questionable calls, fair amount that went against Michigan, by no means am I trying to take anything away from UCLA. They won fair and square. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And they won the game, right? They hit the shots. Johnny Juzang. I'm going to be saying this name a lot, so get used to it. All right, let's jump in right away here. Okay, so here, right away, John's first points of the game. Nice steal. He had this in the last game as well. Able to go to the distance, put in that one. And then I'm putting in a Johnny Juzang miss here, just so you guys know that he can miss a shot, okay? And he did on that mid-range. Here, Dickinson, a little bit bothered there. That's number 2, Cody Riley with the block. He's trying to get going. That's an air ball, though. So offensively, not the best showing from either team here starting out. Tyger, this guy Tyger, number 10 there, Tyger Campbell. Got stripped there. John says, hey, I'm going to try to take out that cameraman. You see that ball? Watch out. Almost takes out the cameraman right here. Ooh. Luckily it didn't. Still 2-0, 3 minutes into the game. Number 3, there he is. Johnny Juzang. Watch out for him. Dickinson, again, offensively struggling. Here, missed shot. Number 4, Jamie Jaquez. He's been a beast all tournament. Relatively quiet in this one, but able to get the offensive board here. Dickinson, another good chance. Goes off his leg. Again, given his, we don't get a good angle of whether it actually goes off his leg or not. Seems like his reaction is like more of like a bummer, right? He's like, ugh. So I think it's probably the right call. But yeah, nothing going offensively here. Good defense for Franz on Jaquez there. So that's a miss. Eli Brooks, nice little hesitation with the left. Scoop and score. Tie game at 4 here. Here, nice pass there from Brooks. Dickinson finally able to get a basket on the dunk there. Here, Mike Smith, nice dish there. Up high for Dickinson. Puts that one in. Michigan up 4 early. Here, good strip there against Juzang. They called this out initially against UCLA. It is the right call to overturn that. That was off on Franz there. You can see. So that's the right overturn here. Here, they called this one out on Franz. I checked. This one's really close, right? Because he's hugging the baseline. It looks like this foot, if he's on just his toes there, right? You could say he established himself in bounds before touching that ball. But I think that's an understandable call. I'm not too upset about that. Here, corner 3. Who shoots better contested threes in the corner than Shawnee Brown? Dude's a hero. Here, Juzang thought I got away with a little bit of a push right here, right? A little bit of an extension right there. Right there, a little bit of extension, but I wouldn't say that's the worst I've seen. I've seen a lot worse get away with, so that's a good basket for Juzang. Davis, just crafty, right? His footwork, fundamentals, it's all there. Here, okay, first of 2 really bad plays from Shawnee Brown. What's he doing here, right? Shawnee Brown comes up. I mean, I understand it's late in the shot clock, but you have, not only do you have Franz Wagner, but you have Eli Brooks threatening here as well. Johnny Brown needs to be out here on Juzang, right? You got Mike Smith over here on David Singleton on the wing here. So there's no reason for Johnny Brown to be there, right? Instead, he leaves him wide open at the end of the shot clock. It's 3-pointer. Can't do that, right? Here's Johnny Brown, dishes over to Wagner. Good drive there for him. And crazily enough, that was his only made basket all game. That's a crazy stat. Here, again, just can't leave Juzang that much space, right? Look at that. Where's Shawnee Brown going? Like he kind of runs into the screen. He should be firing off around the screen to, contest the shot here. Instead, he runs kind of right into Jaquez there, and that's just too much space, right? The dude can hit any shot over anybody, let alone an open 3. Here, Davis, good help defense over there in transition, though. Franz with the block. Extendo arms, make a return. Here, guess who? Boom. Juzang. Then they switched Eli Brooks on him, and, this is what you can do. When you're hitting all those shots, You have to overplay the screen, right? Eli Brooks expecting this screen right here, right? And Juzang takes advantage of that, saying, oh, I have this lane here, and it's a good find from this guy to pass over Dickinson. Just too quick of a pass for Dickinson to get his hands up down the lane. All right, listen to this ref call. All right, listen.
Opponent on the defensive end. Remember, in the first 4 games, as Wagner goes, that is a, what do you got? What's it called? Offensive.
Like, what's he doing, right? On the baseline. This is Bo Borowski, right? He calls the foul. This guy on the baseline, or he blows the whistle. And then listen.
Remember, in the first 4 games, as Wagner goes, that is a, what do you got? What's it called? Offensive.
Like, why is he screaming at this other ref to make the call, whether it's a block or charge, right? That makes no sense to me. Now, is he set? He's the secondary defender, so he does have to be set at the time that he's going up. Is he leaning a little bit into Wagner there to the right? You could argue either way, all right? I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to call that a terrible call. Here's something that I want to point out, though, okay? So, number 14, that's Kenneth Nwuba, all right? He's setting a pick here, okay? Watch how authoritatively he gives this pick, right? It's a good pick, but he also leans into it a little bit right there, right? Moving a little bit to his right, that right shoulder gives him a little shoulder there, okay? Just keep that in mind. I'm not, you could call that a moving screen. I feel like you could call almost every screen a moving screen, right? But you can see his left foot does raise a little bit as he's leaning into John's there. But just keep this in mind, all right? I'm fine with that not being called for this one, but just keep that in mind. Turns out to be a turnover, no big deal, right? Here, Eli Brooks, I'd like to see that a little bit more patient. No need to go up with that right away. A little crunched on space there. Here, all right, here he is. Here's our boy, right? This dude has 7 shots all year, number 14. But the impact he had, right? He timed this turn for Dickinson really well. But, man, this dude's like 260 pounds, and he's going down like a sack of potatoes. You can't just keep rewarding defenders who are just flopping over, just deciding, I'm going to fall over and not use my feet anymore, right? That's exactly what he did there. And he gets away with it, all right? There, Tyger Campbell, nice shot there. Here, Mike Smith, great pass over there to Johns. Good find. He puts down the dunk. Can't say enough about Johns here. Juzang, though, boom, at the free throw line, right? Contested shot. He's able to hit those. Here, Johns. He's going to respond with the little bunny of himself. There he goes. Juzang says off the glass. Johns says, oh, this guy's playing way too close to me. Boom, blow by. Puts in the layup. Just play one-on-one, these two should, right? Juzang, Johns, one-on-one. Here from the corner, Tyger Campbell. Boom. That's a decent closeout by Mike Smith. Dude's just hitting everything. Here, Eli Brooks going for that shot. Can't get it. Okay. Worst call of the game, all right? Bar none. So this is called a foul on 14, all right? This is what we're looking at here. And always when I'm looking at hook and hold, it's who initiates the hook, right? Here, yes, you do have the arm under there for Dickinson, but you can see pretty authoritatively that hook is initiated from the UCLA player, right? Boom, there's your hook. Another thing, look at how close the hand is to the body, right? He's clinching this hand to the body, and then as Dickinson is trying to go up for it, you can see the turn, right? That's a definitive hook and hold. This was called a foul, okay? This was called a foul. How do you call this a foul without a hook and hold, without a review? They didn't review this. It should be an automatic flagrant, and they didn't, okay? No reason for that. Blatantly missed. Anyone who disagrees otherwise is a crazy person. Here, Mike Smith, end of the half. Good job from him. Drawing contact right at the end here, down 4. Misses both free throws, though, right? 90% free throw shooter. That's just how it goes. Or 80-something%, regardless. Start second half here. Tyger Campbell continues his pretty solid game there with a little fadeaway. Dickinson trying to get going here. He does with the left. Good job. Michigan within 4 again. And then mismatch here. Tyger Campbell somehow hits the fadeaway over Dickinson. Impressive shot. Franz, again, just can't get anything going offensively. Usually hits those, right? Anyway, this. Oh, so I understand this call, but I hate it so much, right? So here, Juzang sells it, right? He brings the ball all the way from his left side here to his right. Goes up because the arm of Brooks is there. This is crafty, right? You got to give credit for Juzang for doing this. This is not a natural shooting motion, right? No one goes up for a shot with the ball completely on the right side of this. He did this strictly to go up like it was a shot and get 3 shots to the free throw line, and it worked, right? So, I mean, it worked. So he got 3 free throws for that. 9-point game here, right? Michigan in a pinch. Here, Smith trying to force it a little bit. Not the best decision on that pass. Here, I don't know how this is an offensive foul right there with the shoulder, but again, I'm not going to complain about that one too much because football gods added a rim there for a reason, and that's not a basket. Dickinson, he puts a little shoulder in here as well, right? Remember, number 14 didn't fall down at that one, so you can stand up for that one at least. Here, good strip from Franz. Active hands on defense. Back to Dickinson. 7-point game. He goes to the left, off the glass. Boom. Fans losing it. Good basket, right? It's a tough shot. Able to hit that one. He's pumped up, flexing. Give it to Dickinson again. Here he is. Again, this time he's like, okay, the only way I can defend this guy is by falling down. He tries it. Thankfully, Boborowski sees that, like, hey, he's like completely leaning into Dickinson right there, right? You can see this motion just of 14 right into Dickinson right there. Just, ooh, here's my chest. Dickinson, no real arm extension, anything like that. And he gets called for a foul. Here he is again, Dickinson. Not able to get that one though, right? A little bit of contact. I'm okay with the no call there. But a little bit forceful there. And then here he is again, 14. This guy, check his inner ear, man. Something's wrong with this guy. I mean, how many times can you fall down before the ref just has to be like, dude, are your ankles, are they okay? I mean, I know Shawnee Brown's a strong guy, and he's like, yeah, he's trying to get through this. But remember earlier when we had this guy put like a forceful screen on Johns, right? Instead, this time he's like, I'm just going to fall down, right? am I going to fall down? Yup, this time I am. And they call it, right? They reward this sort of play. This guy's 260 pounds. That shouldn't happen, but it does. The guy didn't get a flop warning all game. So, sucks, right? There, Dickinson missing that left hook there. Good drive here for Johns. Luckily, the call was overridden to a push. Boborowski actually comes up with the right call here. You can see no room given from Jaquez. He cuts him off with the body. That is a foul. So, thankfully, that one gets called. 5-point game here. Crafty from Eli Brooks. Squirreling his way in there, right? Just slither his way through. Look at the footwork, too. Little jump stop right there. Gets the step. Boom. Rolls it in. Good job from him. Good defense here. Dickinson and Johns challenging that one. Able to corral the rebound. Jaquez not able to get that one. Here, Eli Brooks. A little hesitation. Soft rim, right? Good basket here. You see right there. Just freezes him a little bit. Able to put that one, get the friendly bounce. 1-point game now, right? Here, Riley's back in. Good move there, right? Give him credit on that one. Johns over to Franz. They call this a moving screen, all right? So I don't know how this, like, I swear there's just one a game, right? And I feel like my issue is more, I feel like you could call this on any screen either way, right? And they call it on this one on Dickinson, excuse me. Is he a little late? Arguably, right? Is he leaning a little bit? Sure. So they call that one against Dickinson. Again, I just think it's inconsistent. Martelli with the hands. You got hands here as well. Two different reactions, very similar. So that's a bummer. Here, Riley just gets good position off the set for UCLA. Gets that one down low. 5-point game again. Here, Davis on the re-entry. Gets the and one. Boom. How crafty is this guy, right? Gets it out to the wing, gets it back. Boom, body out of position for Riley. Able to put that one down. 2-point game. Here, guess who? Yup, Juzang. He's back. Franz with the miss. Davis with the miss. Gets denied for the dunk. Forgets he has a 2-inch vertical. Shawnee Brown able to put that offensive rebound back. 2-point game again. Here, Juzang. Again, not today though, sir. Ooh. Johns showing off that athleticism, excuse me. But look at him get up there. His head almost hit the backboard. Ooh. Great play from him defensively. Here, though. Shot from the elbow. They thought he got fouled, right? Look at the coach. They pay you to make this call. That's what he was saying. So they call this. I assume they thought this was like a makeup call, right? So let's go back. This is the one they were complaining about. Nowhere near the elbow, right? Dude just airballed it. Okay, so that was the right call. This... Man, Tyger Campbell just like kind of puts his body into the path of Eli Brooks. There's no way that he's set or has correct defensive positioning there. It's just a bad call, right? Am I crazy on this? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm feeling a little crazy. Here, though, Juzang. Boom. Dude's automatic. Unbelievable. Contested shots all over the place, just hitting them all. Here, Davis gets that vertical improved a little bit. Puts down that dunk. 2-point game again. There, finally, Juzang missed. And what a rebound there from Davis. Fighting for that one down low against number 14. Step back three. Boom. That's the only points for Mike Smith. He's got the fingers up. Dickinson, he's screaming. First lead in a while here for Michigan. Beautiful play, right? Crazy that this is the only points for Mike Smith in this game, right? Now you have Tyger Campbell. Nice move there, crafty against Franz. That's a tough matchup. Somehow beats it. Here, Mike Smith over to Franz. He travels there. It's the right move. That's a correct call. I will diagnose that one. That was the correct call. Here, bummer that Eli Brooks can't hold on to that one. Number 1 there, Jules Bernard able to get that rebound, put it back in. 3-point game. Shawnee Brown, though. Boom. He was a huge factor in this game. And then here you go, Juzang trying to respond. Good job from Shawnee Brown getting the rebound on that tip out as well. Dickinson got a mismatch down low, right? Ponytail guy, he can't handle it. And Dickinson makes 1 of 2. Michigan with a 1-point lead, 4 minutes to go here. Jules Bernard somehow hits that one on a little spin, right? I don't know what you do against that. That was a very awkward shot, makes it work. And then there, good defense there against Riley from Dickinson. Here you have Franz going to the right. How many times we saw Franz hit that shot? Almost automatic all year from that, right? Just not going down tonight. Here, good defense from Johns. It's an impossible Globetrotter shot. And that's no good. Dickinson trying to get going again. Again, how many times do we see Dickinson hit that shot? Just misses that one, right? 2 minutes to go. Jump ball here. Shawnee Brown hustling. Michigan's ball once again. Chance to take the lead, only down 1. Here, Mike Smith with the blow-by. How many times have we seen him hit that shot, right? Just can't put it in. And then guess who it is? There he is. Juzang. If you don't know his name by now, then what are you doing? Here, Franz with the blow-by. Good job from him getting to the basket. First free throw, good. Second free throw, also good. Gets a friendly bounce. 1-point game. 40 seconds, 30 seconds now. Good look from 3. That was Jamie Jacques. Missed that one. Rebound off the timeout here. A lot of people talking about this one, right? You have the pass off to Franz, the pick, Dickinson just misses, right? And then you have the second opportunity there for Eli Brooks, right? So you got to follow here. So a couple things. I feel like they were expecting a different sort of reaction to this, right? And honestly, if you're going to call moving screen, call it now, right? Like, sure, you can argue Dickinson is trying to get to the lane, but if you call that earlier moving screen, then call this one, right? It's just about consistency. So I guess since he's trying to get down to the block, you don't call it, but like the inconsistency around moving screens, illegal screens is ridiculous, and this is no different. So here, I mean, you freeze frame it here, right? And you take the entire season into consideration. That's not a bad look with 12 seconds left, all right? I'm going to be real with you. I saw a lot of people like, Shawnee Brown, give him the ball. Drive with Dickinson. I understand all of that, and I can't really disagree with that, but this is a good shot, right? Franz just airballs it, right? It's tough. It's a tough look. This step right here for Eli Brooks is in bounds, so even if this would have went in, it is legal. No reason for Eli Brooks to go up right here, right? I get it, the basket's right there. We got 10 seconds still. Instead, he puts up a pretty low percentage shot there. You have to foul again, right? So, again, it's tough. Franz had a brutal game, right? And, yeah. So, I feel like you could talk for years about whether that was the right move or not. Juzang fouled, hits the front end of the 101, misses the second, is a 91% free throw shooter. Timeout for Michigan, gets another shot here. Mike Smith down the left wing. Look at all the space that Tyger Campbell left, right? Pull up three, close, right? Just a little bit long. And again, this is another one of those situations. You pause it right here. You got 3 seconds. Would you take this, I feel like you take this most of the time, right? It's a pretty good look. Sure, he's a little bit leaning forward here, but man. But again, I get it. He has 3 points all game, right? Cold night for Mike Smith. Having those two guys take those shots, it's tough. And then Franz Wagner, good look here, right? 0.5 left, just not able to go down. So, on the final plays, I get what people are saying, right? Shawnee Brown, maybe, especially at the end, especially in a situation like here, throw it up to Dickinson, try to get a tip in, right? I think that's a fair option as well. Even on this play, try to drive, you know, that's a possibility as well. And then even the play before that, right, with a missed three-pointer, right? Try to get into Dickinson, drive to the basket. You know, you're only down one. You don't need a three-pointer. So I get it. All the criticisms are there. And, you know, late game scenario against Ohio State was kind of similar, right? You can jump through a lot of different potential scenarios that are seemingly better. And I don't say you're necessarily wrong for having those. Hindsight's always going to be 20/20. So I understand those, and I'm not going to go through like all the different scenarios there, because this is a good look, right? Again, you freeze frame this, and this is the main one. You freeze frame this at any point during the season, and you're going to take that shot with 12.2 seconds. I understand it's not the highest percentage shot, but I'm okay with it. And you guys might disagree, and that's okay too. Okay, let's go to stats here. Dickinson, 11 points, 5 of 10 shooting, 1 for 4 free throws. That hurt, right? 2 rebounds. That's also pretty crazy. 1 block and 4 turnovers. So not the best game for Dickinson. Crazy that he was the lead scorer in this one, right? Johns, 8 points, 4 of 5 field goals, 1 steal, 1 block for him. Pretty efficient day for Johns Jr. And then Shawnee Brown, 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from three-point land, 9 rebounds, which is a team high, 2 assists and 1 steal. So good game for Shawnee Brown for sure. Brooks also had 8 points. Davis had 7 points off the bench for a productive game for him as well. So 3 key points here. Plenty of opportunities to win it, right? And Michigan just didn't, right? There were 8 shots at the end that Michigan missed consecutively that would either tie or gain the lead for the Wolverines, right? You look at those shots that Michigan took at the end of the game, almost all of them were at least good takes. Maybe not the best scenario, right? Like I talked a lot about that, but they were good looks. Eli Brooks, especially after the Wagner miss, I would say was the only one that I disagree with just because of the amount of time, low percentage shot, a little desperate there. But good looks and close to the basket or, yeah, I'm tired. Number 2. Combination of about everything that could go wrong did go wrong, right? So Wagner couldn't buy a basket. 1 of 10 from the field, 0 from 4 from three-point land, right? That's tough. Like, what do? He was solid defensively, but in a game where really we are missing offensive scorers, that hurts, right? Foul trouble early for Dickinson, number 14. Didn't score a single point in this game, had a huge impact. Got a couple fouls on Dickinson early, and that hurts. Luckily, Davis did extremely well in his role this game, but Dickinson was poised for a pretty large game in this one. He had to sit for a while the first half with 2 fouls. It hurts. Smith, rough game as well, right? Only 3 points, 1 of 7 shooting. Didn't record a single assist in the second half. That's crazy. And free throw shooting, right? 6 of 11 shooting, over 20% worse than the season average. Okay, so you take all those things from Michigan, and then you add in Johnny Juzang, right? Most of his takes heavily contested, still converted at an insanely high clip, right? Team high at 28 points, over half of the team total points for UCLA, right? And then finally, you add in some questionable calls, right? There are so many other factors to which the questionable calls didn't decide the game. By no means did it lose Michigan this game, right? But refs have an impact, and when you have all these things stacking up, that's just another one of those things where it's just like, you know, couldn't get the favorable whistle, and then you add all the other things, and it's like, yeah, that's how it goes. All right, number 3. This ending should not define the otherwise great season, right? Despite the sting, like it was right there, you know, despite that lingering feeling that will stick with Michigan fans for a long time, Michigan still hangs a banner, right? Michigan still only had 5 losses on the season. 1 bucket away from the Final Four, right? Number 1 recruiting class coming in next year. Does it suck? Absolutely. But it's nice to be in a spot where it feels like Michigan underachieved, even when you have an Elite 8 performance on the brink of a Final Four. Raise a banner for a conference championship, and it still feels like Michigan left something on the table there. And that's a great spot to be as a program, right? You have all your rivals sitting at home cheering you to lose, and they've been sitting at home for weeks, right? So that's just where Michigan is today, and that's where Juwan Howard is leading this program. Okay, that's all I got. That's it. This is the last one. So I appreciate all you guys for spending the time that you did this season watching these recaps. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of effort goes into these videos, and I covered every single Michigan basketball game this year. It was a goal of mine, and I did it, and that's pretty crazy. 28th video of the year in basketball alone. So you guys help show that effort is worth it, right? All the subscriptions gained, the likes, the views, you guys really supported a lot. All the comments too. I appreciate all you guys for contributing and interacting with this sort of content. It helps me, diagnose the game, enjoy the game a little bit more. And I'm glad you guys found some enjoyment from that as well. So plenty more to come soon. Maybe take a little break here. We'll see. But again, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Blue.